Hi, my name is Greg Ginter, and this is my video book review of The Sonic Boom, How Sound Transforms the Way We Think, Feel, and Buy.
Oh my god, Mommy, I love this song. Oh my god, can I get this? Can I get this? Oh my god, look at this. Wow. It's kind Oh my god, look at this one. Oh my god, look at this picture. It's so cute. Huh? Who threw that? It's okay. Here we go. Oh my god, look at these baby doos. This puppy's so cute. Oh, I love this song. Oh my god, look at this fishy. I never saw this one before. Oh, this is... Mom, can I have all of this stuff in the store?
My objective of shooting a scene with my daughter in the mall, reacting to music playing in a particular store, how it excited her mood, how it made her wanted to go into the store, and it made her feel good, and it wanted to make her spend daddy's money on different items that she saw in the store that attracted her through the music that was being played in the store. Through audible persuasion, my daughter was sucked into the store, wanting to look at the different items, wanting daddy to buy everything. And that's really the premise of the book, The Sonic Boom. It's about that moment where audio cues tend to open up Pandora's box in terms of having that moment of hearing things that influence decisions. In the beginning of the book, Beckerman talks about 29-year-old Sarah Sherman, who for the first 29 years of her life was unable to hear, and then she had devices put into her ears that enabled her to hear things for the first time. And it really amazed me how she shuddered at different sounds, how she was unable to detect background noise from foreground noise, and how it could drive someone crazy, having to hear all that and make sense of it. We take that for granted because we've been able to hear all our lives, and it's just amazing seeing that perspective from someone who hasn't heard anything and now all of a sudden is able to hear. And I just thought the author did a really good job with identifying that story and putting it into context for later chapters where he talks about how corporations have to incorporate sound in order to make successful pitches. A few fascinating items I found in the book were the story of how Apple came up with the sound on their MacBooks and how it was bashed initially, and the person that created that sound snuck it in at the last minute, and it ended up getting good feedback, and that's the sound that you hear to this day. But that tells a story about how corporations do not necessarily view sound as an important aspect of product placement. And it's actually the first thing that should be planned out, but in most cases, when a budget's set, that's usually the last item that is paid attention to. Overall, I enjoyed the book very much. I did have a couple of little nitpicks with certain items that I thought the author did spend too much time on, and those were the story of coming up with the AT&T pitch, and then also the Univision pitch. I thought he was tooting his horn a little too much, and I really thought he could have spent more time talking about other successful companies that implement sound into their corporations and how it brings them a lot of money, like Disney, McDonald's, etc. There is one company that I think does a phenomenal job of incorporating sound into their product, and how that particular sound, or in this case music, impacts crowd reactions, and that's World Wrestling Entertainment. And I wanted to set up an example within this video that shows how a entrance theme can impact how a particular sports entertainer is viewed. This particular sports entertainer's name is Bobby Roode, and he recently came into WWE from another company, not really well known, but he's become one of the most successful and most popular members of the NXT roster, NXT being a minor league of WWE, just through his theme song. And I think that this will illustrate my point here exactly.